We're going to continue practicing isolating the variable, so getting the variable by itself, but we're going to put a few of the steps that we've looked at together. So let's take a look at a problem like this, where we've got the square root of x minus 8 equals 21. So what I want you to keep in mind when you're doing a problem like this is we always undo addition or subtraction first. So I'm just going to write undo addition or subtraction first. So that means because I see a minus 8, that's what I'm going to undo first to get x by itself. And the opposite of a minus 8 is a plus 8. So I'm going to do that on both sides of the equal sign. I still have the square root of x. The minus 8 plus 8 cancel out. I've got my equal sign, and 21 plus 8 is 29. So the next step we have is to undo the radical. And you'll remember in the last video I told you that the inverse or opposite of a square root of x is to square it, and the inverse or opposite of a cube root is to cube it. So we have a square root here. So in order to get rid of it, we're going to square both sides of the equal sign, because what you do to one side, you need to do to the other. So when we square this, we're left with x. And when we do 29 squared in our calculator, we get 841. So this was an example of a two-step equation with a radical. I've got one more that I want to show you before you do a little practice. Let's take a look at a problem like this. Negative 9 cubed root of x equals negative 63. So this means negative 9 times the cube root of x equals negative 63. So order of operations tells us we need to undo addition or subtraction first. I don't see anything being added or subtracted to the x. Then we could undo multiplication or division. So we've got that negative 9 being multiplied by our radical. So I'm going to do the inverse or opposite. I'm going to divide both sides by negative 9. When I do that, on the left side, I'm just left with the cube root of x. And on the right side, negative 63 divided by negative 9 is 7. So now I can get rid of the radical because I'm solving for x. I don't want to know what cube root of x is. I want to know what x is. So I can cube both sides to get x by itself. On the left side, I'm left with x. And on the right, 7 cubed is 343. You're going to try a couple of these now.